Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. I just want to talk to you about something real quick before I leave the house to go to this 9 to 5 that I have. No, I need y'all to start planning y'all escape. Even if y'all don't feel like you need to escape, I need y'all to come up with some form of plan to replace your 9 to 5. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about not necessarily my experience, but what happened to somebody else. And so I've been working this job since June. I'm not going to count how many months that was because it's not important to me. I'm trying to escape myself. And so there's this specific person. She was a manager. I'm not going to call her name. It's not really important. She used to go so ham for this company. Do this, do that. Let's have a good attitude. Let's make sure we get our surveys. Let's make sure everything is good. Like, always high energy, even though she wasn't necessarily my favorite person. She used to go so hard for this company. Now, I'm not gonna go into details with what she did, but she was fired just like that for what she did. I don't really understand the situation, but for somebody to put years and years and years into an organization, to put years into a company, and you could be fired within one day is insane. And secondly, we have got a new department assistant manager. Today is November the 4th. So the top of October, we got a new assistant manager for our department. He was fired within a month. I could have been fired myself, but some people show me grace. Not like it would have really made a difference. But what I'm saying is, your number one plan should not be your 9 to 5. Now, I understand the society that we live in, the world we live in, the capitalistic society that we live in. If you're watching this video and you live in America, we have to go to work, we have to get this money, we have to pay our bills. But we also need to come up with an escape plan. We also need to have some sort of income outside of this job. Because what's going to happen if you lose this job? What's your credit looking like? What's your savings looking like? What's your investments looking like? Do you have a plan if something was to happen to that 9 to 5? Look at what's happening right now. Millions of Americans across different states don't even have access to SNAP and the other social benefits that they were given by their respective governments. And so it's literally people that can't or don't have the means to go out and get food to eat. And that's just food. We have our own apartment. If you're watching this video, I hope you have your own place. If you don't, I pray that you get your own place as well. I myself was homeless. Not that I was homeless, but I didn't have a home of my own. I was sleeping on my cousin's couch for like 2 years until I learned to fix my credit. Now we have our own apartment, But the thing is, I always had a plan. And even when I didn't have a plan, I started to form a plan. Now, with that being said, another thing that we need to get better at, and I'm gonna include myself in this because I used to be a huge risk taker when it comes to business and putting my money up. Like, we have to get out of the fear of not taking risk. When it comes to money, money is an instrument. You have to understand that the Federal Reserve print money every day. We have access to money every day. All we have to do is to put ourselves into position to get the money. And we could do that by starting our own business. No, you don't have to start your own business from the ground up. There's several network marketing companies that you can partner with, different sales companies that you can partner with. And that way you can get into entrepreneurship with a very low cost. And so this is going to be a very short video. I just wanted to let you guys know this. Like, do not depend on this 9 to 5. Do not depend on these jobs because they don't care how valuable you are. The minute that you don't do the things that you need to do, the minute that you do something that they don't agree with, you're out of here. I don't know how long she been working there. It had to be some years, but just like that, she was gone. Now, with that being said, I hope I'm praying for the best for her. I hope she's okay. She wasn't necessarily my favorite person by the end of the day. Nobody deserves that. No, as always, we end our videos with 3 things that we're grateful for. And so I'm grateful for yesterday. Y'all didn't really know what I did yesterday, but I'm a part of a mentorship, Dominate the Decade with Dion Cooper. So I spent some time with the speakers, spent some time with like many individuals within the mentorship group. It was a good day. And came home. I also broke my fast, came home, got something to eat from the deli, took me a little nap and got up and, spent some time with some friends online, wrote another ebook, ChatGPT. Don't know how to use ChatGPT. But yesterday was a good day. So I'm grateful for yesterday. I'm grateful for getting home safe. I'm grateful for all the people that I met and connected with. I'm grateful for the rest. I'm grateful for how I feel right now. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. This is more than 3 things. And I'm grateful for everything I have and everything I'm about to have. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, drop a like. Let's get an algorithm pushing these videos out. Drop a comment. Comment 3 things that y'all are grateful for. If y'all found value with this video, drop a subscribe on the channel. We try and get up to 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, I appreciate you guys so much for spending time with your boy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.